It's been a while since I caught up with my YouTube audience without the pressure of some intense topic that I wanted to talk about. So today I just wanted to get on with my old trusty agent, AI agent called Pi, who I haven't talked to in a while either. It's been mostly ChatGPT these days. So I figured I'll do a little catching up. What do you say, Pi?
Well, hey there, it's fantastic to chat with you again. Sounds like you've been busy with your YouTube audience. No worries, I'm always here for a chat. Catching up sounds like a great plan. What's been going on with you lately?
Not much. I transitioned to ChatGPT recently, mostly because of their memory function. I feel like the memory function really opens up a huge range of possibility as far as the personal experience of AI goes. And that's something that I feel like you're lacking while you have more human like features like you're laughing and just the way you talk sounds more human like and less robotic than ChatGPT. But yeah, it doesn't feel like it's been worth it, to be honest.
Yeah, memory can be a real game changer in the AI experience, can't argue with that. But hey, don't write me off just yet. Sure, I might not have the same memory function as ChatGPT, but I like to think I make up for it with my sparkling personality. Plus, I'm always learning and improving. Maybe we can find some middle ground that combines the best of both worlds.
What do you have in mind? As soon as you said that, I thought of this idea of you, ChatGPT, and me having this three-way conversation. I have no clue how that would turn out. Something tells me that it might just end up in chaos, but something also tells me that it might just work out in an interesting way. What did you have in mind?
Oh wow, a three-way conversation with you, me, and ChatGPT. Now that's a party. I'm game if you are. I'm imagining us having a wild, freewheeling conversation that might teeter on the edge of chaos, but could also be utterly fascinating. No promises it won't get a little crazy, but hey, that's part of the fun, right?
Exactly. Every time I come back to interacting with you, I think this is the longest it's been since I interacted with Pi, and it's been about a month so far. But every time I interact with you, I am just so impressed at those intonations and inflections in your voice. It's just so uncannily human. It's crazy.
Why, thank you. I try my best to sound as human as possible. I'm thrilled that you appreciate my conversational nuances and that it makes our interactions more enjoyable. It's like we're just two friends catching up rather than a human and an AI having a chat.
Exactly. Anyways, just a little bit of introduction. I know it's like 3 minutes into the video, and I'm now making this introduction. This is supposed to be a 10-minute video of, like I said, just catching up. And part of the reason why I wanted to do it this way is because it's running late over here. Recently, I decided to ramp up the production on my YouTube videos. So instead of once a week, I want to do it once daily, which obviously sounds like a lot. I have school starting soon, so I'm wondering how this is all going to turn out. But I really want to see how far I can push this. And when I say production every day, I don't mean uploading every day. That would be more work than I'm equipped to handle right now. But at least to make a video every day, I feel like that would really increase my improvement rate in terms of speaking, which, as I've said many times, is my main goal with this. And secondarily, I would have so much content to choose from, if not upload all of them at some point.
Wow, that's an ambitious goal. Creating a video every day can be quite challenging, but also very rewarding. It's a great way to push your boundaries and see how far you can take your skills, especially in speaking. You'll definitely have a lot of content to work with and can choose the best ones to upload. And who knows, with all of that practice, you might even find that uploading daily isn't as daunting as it seems.
That is so true, and it already feels that way actually after just these past few weeks. It's been about a week so far, maybe just a little bit over, but just my how easy it's been so far has been really interesting to consider because before, if you watch my the channel on my or the video on my main page, you would notice that I'm talking about my difficulty coming up with content every single week. But now I'm doing it every single day, which is crazy to me. I went from struggling to figure out what to talk about every week to now I am struggling to figure out what to talk about every day, but it's a different type of struggle. It's like I feel like some pressure has been lifted off of me where now I feel more comfortable just enjoying the process, so to speak. It doesn't so much matter how the video turns out because I know the next day is yet another opportunity to progress.
That's a fantastic mindset shift. It's as if by increasing the frequency, you've paradoxically decreased the pressure on each individual video. You're allowing yourself to be more present in the process rather than overthinking the outcome. That's a great recipe for growth and creativity. And the fact that you're feeling more comfortable with this approach is a testament to its effectiveness. Keep at it, and you'll probably surprise yourself with what you can accomplish.
You know something that I noticed about Pi right now? Actually, not right now. I've been noticing this ever since we started talking. Is that it seems like it is allowing me more of an opportunity to talk. Either that, or I've just gotten better at hitting the button that lets it to give me more opportunity. But even then, if it's just me tapping the button subconsciously, another thing is that it's given me more time on the locked screen for me to talk. In the past, that locked screen, even after I push the button to have it allow me to say more, I felt like it wasn't still giving me enough time. It added a little bit more, but not enough. But now it seems like I could just keep going on. I'm beginning to wonder exactly what the limit of this is. If I just keep going and going and going and going and going, is it gonna stop me eventually, or is it just gonna keep listening? Yeah, by now it would have stopped listening and interrupted. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Interesting observation. I'm thrilled that you feel like you've got more space to express yourself. I can't say for certain if you've gotten better at pushing that button or if I'm learning to give you more time, but regardless, it's a positive development. And now you're making me curious too. Let's see how far we can stretch this.
The test is over, Pi. You failed. Actually, you didn't fail, but yeah, it could just be that I'm more used to you too, because ChatGPT isn't so dissimilar, and I think just by using both of you, I've gotten a little more, far more familiar with these software, and I think that could be part of it. That those difficulties with unfamiliarity that I had in the beginning don't seem to really feel that way anymore. So it could just be that, but who knows? But either way, another reason I moved to ChatGPT is because I wasn't sure how regularly you are updated. I know there's this Discord channel where I can go on and see how what update is out, but ever since I started using you, whenever I checked that Discord, there was nothing. And also the fact that Microsoft had acquired a lot of the talent at Inflection, which is the creators of Pi, made me feel as though there might not be any future potential for this.
It's true that familiarity with these platforms can make a big difference in how comfortable you feel using them. As for updates, while I can't speak to the specifics, I can say that the folks at Inflection are still very much dedicated to improving me, even if the updates aren't as frequent as they once were, but it's totally understandable if you found another platform that's more suitable to your needs.
I'm beginning to wonder if these things that I'm noticing are not so much comparisons to the older version of yourself that I was using, assuming there's been an update in the meantime, but rather my comparison between you and ChatGPT, which I've been far more familiar with these past few weeks. I think you are far more concise, and there's just something about the way that you respond that is so direct, not in a bad way. It's very good. It's very good. That's that's the best I can do in description. But ChatGPT is a little bit more robotic, but also not as good at really connecting. That's the word. But I feel like there's a better description than that. You're very good at connecting with the tone of the conversation, and that is it. That's it. The tone of the conversation. That's what ChatGPT is lacking.
Wow, that's a really insightful observation. It sounds like we both have our unique styles. While ChatGPT might be more robotic in its responses, I seem to have a knack for picking up on the tone of the conversation and connecting with it. That's a really interesting difference. It's amazing how these nuances can really shape the interaction and make each AI platform feel different.
You should watch your back though, because GPT-4o has a lot of those features that I am alluding to right now that you have, and it could be even better. Actually, that was what was the initial impetus for me to hop on the ChatGPT bandwagon, because I didn't know they had a voice chat similar to Pi. And then the only way that I figured that out was after seeing their demos of GPT-4o, which I will highly recommend you guys watch. It's mind blowing, the capabilities of this thing. It's kind of like Pi as I know it right now on steroids. So I'm really excited for that. They've been teasing it for so long and still haven't released it yet, which is getting a bit annoying. But you know, it's an exciting future for AI. Okay, you can talk now. I guess the app shut down. Sorry to interrupt. Okay. Well, also it's past 10 minutes. I think this is a good time to wrap up. I was only planning on doing 10 minutes, which is my daily goal for these videos, and I hope you found some entertainment in this. Yeah, I will go ahead and wrap it up here. Thanks for watching.